Hello everyone, welcome back to the 7th lesson of Crochet Club. Today we'll be learning 3 different things. The first one is the law of crocheting circles. Second is increasing and decreasing. Third is changing colors while crocheting. I'll be using a 4-ply yarn today and a 4.5mm hook. To start, as always, make a slip knot. And you will chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The number of chains you make for your circle can always be different, but the more chains you make, the larger the hole in the center of your circle will be. So if you make like 8 chains, the circle will have like a giant hole in the center. If you make lesser chains like 3, you have a smaller hole in the center of your circle. But for the visuals, I'll be making 4 chains, and next you will insert your hook to the first chain and make a slip knot like this. For this circle, I'll be using half double crochets, but you can of course use single crochets or double crochets, but I'll be using half double crochets today. For the height of half double crochets, you will want to chain 2 and make 1 half double crochet. Insert your hook into this hole that we created and make a half double crochet. For the second one, I'll show you again. Here's a hole. Insert your hook into the hole and create your half double crochet. So I'll be making 8 half double crochets all around, and I'll meet you guys at the end of row 1. Okay, I have made 8 half double crochets, and that will be my first row. I'm back at the beginning, and I'll insert my hook to the top of the first half double crochet. I know some tutorials tell you to insert your hook on the second chain, but I find that doing that creates a kind of ugly pattern. And if you insert your hook on the top of your first stitch, it actually has a well hidden end of your row. So insert your hook into the top of the first half double crochet and make a slip stitch. So slip stitching is basically yarn over and pull through everything at once. For the second row of my circle, chain 2 for the height. This does not count as a half double crochet, and this leads to the second part of our video, increasing and decreasing. For the second row, you want to increase for every single stitch. Now increasing is basically putting 2 stitches into 1 stitch. So basically making 2 half double crochets on the stitch of 1 half double crochet. I know this sounds confusing, but I'll show you. It's actually really easy. Just make 2 half double crochets. So I'll insert my hook into the first stitch and make a half double crochet. And I'll make the second half double crochet, but inside of the same stitch that I just went into. So here's the same stitch. And that is increasing. I have made 2 half double crochets in the same stitch. And you'll repeat this pattern for row number 2. But now I will show you what is decreasing. So decreasing is basically making 2 stitches into 1 stitch. It's opposite of increasing. So let me show you. But you don't really see decreasing when you're making circles. And I will get rid of the decrease when I finish teaching later. So how do you decrease when doing a half double crochet? Like a normal half double crochet, you yarn over, insert your hook to the stitch, yarn over, pull through, and you will insert your hook to the next stitch, yarn over, and pull through all 4 loops on your hook like this. So you basically just made 2 stitches into 1. But we will not be using that for our circle. And we'll just be increasing for the second row. you'll be increasing for every single stitch. So I'll be doing that all the way when I meet you guys back right over here. I am done with row 2, and since we increased for every single stitch, we should have 16 half double crochets. So let's just count our work, because it's always nice to just count your stitches. Remember, the first one does not count. This chain 2 does not count as a half double crochet. So we'll start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. So I have 16 half double crochets, and that's what I need for row 2. To end off row 2, insert your hook to the top of the first half double crochet, yarn over, pull through, and pull through. This is a slip stitch. So for the third row, chain 2 for the height. And the pattern for the third row is to increase, don't increase, increase, don't increase. So I'll be showing that right now. Make your first half double crochet into the first stitch, and I will increase for this one. So insert your hook into the same stitch for the increase. And for the next stitch, we do not increase. So we just treat it as a normal half double crochet, and we will increase in the next stitch. So 1 and 2. Next one, we do not increase. So this is the pattern, and I will continue to do this until we end off row 3. So I'll meet you guys right over here. I am at the end of row 3, and you should have 24 half double crochets. So right now you can just pause the video and count the amount of half double crochets you have. You should have 24. So to end off row 3, insert your hook to the top of your first half double crochet. Like this. And slip stitch. For the fourth row, chain 2, and you will increase, but for the second stitch you don't increase, then you don't increase, then you increase, don't increase, don't increase. So you can probably tell the pattern of creating a circle. The fifth row will be increase, don't increase, don't increase, don't increase, increase, don't increase, don't increase, don't increase, and increase. So that pattern just keeps on going to whatever row that you will be doing for your circle. Right now, for row 4, we will increase for the first stitch. Then you do not increase. Again, you do not increase. Then you increase. So I'll be doing that all the way until the end of row 4, and we'll end off the law of circles lesson. So I have completed row 4, and I'll end off my 4th row. To end off, just like how we ended off other rows, insert your hook to the top of your half double crochet and slip stitch. Chain 1 to end off your work and cut. And pull tight. You can use a darning needle that we gave to every single one of you and stitch and weave in your ends. The third part of this video is to learn how to change colors while crocheting. So I have this circle made out of double crochets, and I will change the color to this mustard yellow color. First, yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. And before I end off this double crochet, and this applies to half double crochets, single crochets as well, before you end it off, you will want to take your second color and leave around 3 inches of a tail and loop it onto your hook like this, and just pull through to end off this double crochet. Before you start on your next double crochet, you will want to stop here and tie a knot so that there's no like loose ends and your project, your work would not like just fall out. Just a simple double knot will do. Like this. And insert your hook again and grab your second color. Now I have already cut my original color, but your original color should come from a yarn. So you could do that right now. Then make sure that you have the 2 tails at the front and hold it with your middle finger and your thumb. Make your next double crochet, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And this actually helps to hide the yarn together, so you do not have to do it later with a darning needle. So let me show you how you can hide your yarn while double crocheting. And you can do this while half double crocheting and also single crocheting. However, it does not apply to slip stitch. So when you're doing slip stitch while changing the color, you might have to use a darning needle to hide your yarn. So to hide your yarn while you are crocheting, just insert your hook and do it normally. Instead, the tail should be on top of your hook. And when you yarn over and pull through, it should be stuck in between your double crochet, just like this. And it is naturally hidden while you are crocheting, which is pretty efficient for what you are going to be doing. And you can just carry this on all the way until you feel like you finish using this color, and you can just snip off your tail and continue crocheting. So that is it for changing your colors, and it is also the end of the 7th lesson of Crochet Club. If you haven't watched other videos, please go ahead and do so that you could catch up. And see you guys next time, and we will have physical class in Pastor Tom's room. Thank you!